Welcome to the story world. Title: The Power of Self-Belief. Mohan, a small boy with eyes like polished pebbles, lived in a village nestled beside a whispering bamboo forest. He loved to climb trees faster and higher than any other child. He dreamed of climbing the tallest tree in the forest, the whispering giant, a legendary tree said to touch the clouds. Hira, a wizened old man with a beard as long as Mohan was tall, lived at the edge of the village. He was known for his incredible stories and his even more incredible skepticism. He'd heard Mohan's boast about climbing the whispering giant and chuckled, a dry, rustling sound like autumn leaves. The whispering giant, Hira said, his voice a low rumble. No one has ever climbed it. It's too tall, too treacherous. Even the monkeys avoid its upper branches. Mohan, undeterred, puffed out his chest. But I will, Hira. I'm strong and quick. I'll reach the top. Hira shook his head, a twinkle in his eye. Self-belief is a fine thing, Mohan, but it needs more than just wishes. It needs planning, practice, and a healthy dose of caution. Mohan, though disappointed by the lack of immediate encouragement, understood Hira's point. He spent the next few weeks honing his climbing skills. He practiced on smaller trees, learning to find secure handholds and footholds, developing his strength and balance. He studied the whispering giant, observing its branches, noting the best routes. He even made himself a sturdy rope from strong vines. Hira watched him, his skepticism slowly softening into a grudging respect. He saw Mohan's dedication, his perseverance, his careful planning. He saw the self-belief not as mere bravado, but as a powerful engine driving Mohan forward. One sunny morning, Mohan, armed with his rope and a heart full of determination, stood at the base of the whispering giant. He looked up at the towering tree, its top lost in the swirling mist. A tiny seed tried to take root in his mind. He remembered Hira's words about caution. He took a deep breath, remembering all his practice, all the careful planning. He started his climb, slowly and steadily. He moved with a grace that belied his small size, his movements precise and confident. The climb was arduous. The branches were slippery with morning dew. The wind howled around him, and the height made his head spin. Several times, he felt the familiar sting of doubt, the urge to give up. But then he would remember his training, his goal, and the quiet confidence he had built within himself. He pushed himself onward, his self-belief his strongest ally. He used his rope wisely, securing himself at intervals. He paused to rest, to gather his strength, to admire the breathtaking view that unfolded with each upward step. Hours later, as the sun began to set, Mohan reached the top. He stood on a branch, high above the world, the clouds swirling around him like cotton candy. The view was magnificent, a panorama of rolling hills and sparkling rivers. He had done it. He had climbed the whispering giant. He shouted with joy, his voice echoing through the forest. He knew Hira would be watching from the village. Hira indeed was watching. He smiled, a genuine smile that crinkled the corners of his eyes. He had seen Mohan's journey, his struggles, his triumphs. He had witnessed the power of self-belief, not just as a boastful claim, but as a force that could move mountains, or at least climb the tallest tree in the forest. That night, Mohan shared his story with the villagers, not just of his climb, but of the importance of hard work, careful planning, and unwavering self-belief. Hira, sitting beside him, nodded in agreement, his skepticism replaced by admiration for the small boy who had dared to dream and had the courage and determination to make his dream a reality. From that day on, the villagers knew that the power of self-belief combined with hard work could conquer any challenge, no matter how high. For more videos, please subscribe our channel.